Morning, everyone. Be going live here in just a couple minutes. Morning, Bird X-Men. Give me just another minute here and we'll get started. Kamsa Pack not nuking anybody this morning. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Is my sound... that a little better, Kamsa Pack? Might have been because I had the mic kind of to my side. Let me know if that's better or worse. Sound like I'm in a big hall. I'm not. That's weird. Grub Dog, okay, sound fine to you. Yeah, there hasn't been any changes since last night. Huh. Why do I sound weird? Sorry about this, guys. I'm going to do a little... I haven't changed any settings since last night's stream. Make sure I didn't hit something on the mic real quick. How's that, guys? Any better? I just checked all the connections on the mic, and everything looks like it's plugged in right. Morning, Stardock. Well, thanks for joining while you're at work. Oh, okay. That's good to hear, Kamsapek. You had me nervous there for a second. I thought there was something wrong on my end. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Command Modern Operations Release Day Stream number 1. I'm going to be playing Operation Market Time this morning. So our goal is to find 4 trawlers suspected of carrying arms destined for the North Vietnamese forces in South Vietnam. So we've got a couple of civilian vessels, or suspected infiltration vessel X. And our forces, we've got a couple of ocean-going minesweepers, a bunch of patrol craft, some Coast Guard patrol craft, and cutters. And then we also have a couple of armed South Vietnam junks. And out of Cam Ranh Bay Air Base, we've got 4 OV-10A Broncos in the forward observer role, and we've got 1 SP-2H Neptune. And then a couple of Hueys on our Coast Guard vessels. So we have to locate, track, and identify the North Vietnamese vessels attempting to infiltrate weapons and war material into South Vietnam, reestablish and maintain contact with the suspect vessels. Last known position of all suspect vessels will be marked on your chart after scenario start. Intercept and destroy any vessels identified as carrying war material. So when we hit start, they should... Alright, so there's the locations, the last known location, and then 2 down here in the south. So let's get a couple of our patrol craft heading out. There's our minesweeper. I did grab a patrol craft, right? Yep, I did. All right, we'll get these guys heading towards that one. Here's our Neptune right here. We'll get him heading north. Although he looks like he's pretty low on fuel, so we're not going to get much out of him. But he can identify that contact. And what do we got down here? Let's send a couple of our... We'll send 2 of our patrol craft north at cruise. And we'll send our other 2 out in that general direction at cruise. And the north contact, we will send one of our Coast Guard vessels. Good evening, USS Cheyenne. Yeah, I bought it first thing this morning. Yeah, the 50% discount was really nice. I wasn't expecting that at all. I don't believe so, Stardog. That may... If anything, it would be under... I think the... Nope, I don't see it anymore. And we can go up to... We'll go to 5x here. Let's keep things moving. And what else do we got? Out of Cameron Bay, we do have our Broncos, who are armed in the observer role with some limited strike ability. Do we have a couple of patrol craft up here? Let's go ahead and send 2 of our other patrol craft with our... We'll send 2 of our cutters, or a cutter and a patrol boat, and a U.S. Marine or U.S. Navy patrol craft, and we'll send this group kind of down south. See if we can kind of cover most of the arc where they could possibly be going. I don't know actually where they're heading, so. Matt Links, I'm not the one to ask as far as performance. I mean, it feels faster to me, but there was a review this morning that came out where they actually ran like a speed test, and theirs seemed like it was similar in similar speed, but I actually think it's running better than modern air and naval operations. But that's just me. Birdexman, that's one of the new features, is the ability to right-click to pan around. It's still a little, and even right now I'm using my arrow keys, and even that's smoother than kind of the chunking around that you got in the first game. Alright, Alright, patrol craft are all heading out now. What do we have down south? A couple more patrol craft. I don't know what he's doing up there. We'll send him. Guess it's possible these vessels are actually being escorted, so probably best to keep my units kind of grouped up rather than out solo. Yeah, we can probably go up a little faster here. Alright. We have a suspected vessel. But we're only picking up one of them. Alright, surface radar is on. Do we have cloud cover right now? Middle to light clouds, so let's drop down to, what are we at? Clouds at 10 to 16,000, so we'll go down to 5,000 feet. That'll be it. Alright, we got 2 vessels. Go and redirect this group. Still above our clouds, so we don't have a visual quite yet. Civilian. Contact report. Nothing yet. Moving pretty quickly, though. Alright. We've identified the suspected infiltration vessel and a patrol craft. So that is almost definitely hostile right there. And in the south, we have another contact. Alright, so we got 2 hostiles. Up here in the north, got a Vietnamese patrol craft. And our infiltration vessel. So we can send our Neptune to the north. Neptune does have rockets. So if we needed him to attack, we could. Yeah, I think you can find the manual on the command forums. It should be there. Alright. We've located one of our suspected vessels. And we're on an intercept course. Do we know what he's armed with? He is armed with a couple of RPGs, machine guns. And what do we have on our Coast Guard patrol craft? Just a couple of machine guns. So probably best to not get in close quite yet. Wait till one of our other patrol boats shows up. Yeah, actually, I take that back. We are going to want to engage. He's actually going faster with us, so if he actually gets by this Coast Guard patrol boat, he's not actually going to be able to catch up. So I'm just going to go and give engagement orders. And then we'll send this boat here at flank. And our other patrol craft is still closing at flank. What about in the north? Where do we look up here? Got another vessel right there. Let's go and close on them. I wonder if I want to get some of my observer aircraft up right now. That may not be a bad idea. I doubt that's hostile, but let's check it out anyway. Alright, just a civilian vessel. Let's continue on our way north. And I'm going to put up one of my Broncos to maintain contact with those 2 targets. Hi, Dimitri. Alright. Are we within weapons range yet? Just coming into weapons range down here in the south. Maybe a little loud. Sorry about that, guys. Our Bronco's up. So I am going to pause real quick just because I want to be in 2 locations at once. Select our Bronco. And plot course in the general direction of where we last saw that group. Oh, looks like we killed their engines. That's good. Nope. Actually, I want to get a or a second Bronco up. We're going to send this one to the south. Where this guy thinks he's going? Oh, he's circling around. It's going to take him forever with that machine gun to sink that, though. Hey, SSN. There's our second Bronco's up. And we will send this guy to the south. And then we'll hold 2 of our last 2 Broncos in reserve. Maybe we'll cause enough fire damage that he'll just burn and sink. Yeah, SSN, a little Vietnam action tonight, or this morning. This is the Operation Market Time scenario. Starting to get to some medium damage, so eventually this patrol boat's going to sink him. In fact, I'm going to redirect this patrol boat, and that cutter, or that one, can still close. I need to play through Northern Inferno again. But then again, I need to finish playing through Shifting Sands, play through Chains of War, play through I can't remember the name of the Silent Service. If the machine gun sounds get too bad, guys, let me know and I'll turn off the sound effects. Bird X-Man, speaking of brand new things on the interface, I didn't find out about this until my preview stream last Saturday, but if you hover over a unit and hold control, or click and then hold control and hover, you'll actually get a pop-up. For as long as I've been beta testing, I didn't find out about that until last Saturday. I'm a little ashamed to say. Well, I guess I'm going to assume that vessel is going to be sunk at this point. We're not going to fire back anyway. Our other Bronco... That was a Northern Inferno scenario, Cryptog. I remember that scenario. I lost my British ballistic missile submarine so many times on that one. All right, so we have a contact. That seems about right of where he would be. Close him. Assuming he started in this area, that's entirely possible he could be right there. I don't think our Bronco actually has... Nope, doesn't have radar. Alright, that is friendly. Got another contact to the north. Yeah, there's so many little enhancements on the UI. And actually, since we're above the clouds, we should drop down. That was my mistake. Need to get our observer below the clouds, otherwise he's not going to be able to see anything. And then we'll go to the last known position and then track backwards along that. Actually, let's go to about 8,000 feet. All right. So he's not at the last known location. So we'll go... and there, circle around, and then we'll follow along his bearing. Still chipping away at the... There we go. Finally got him. Took all of our 7.62 cannon, or no, 12.7 millimeter is what we used up. We still got 7.62 left. So we can come there and then turn that way. All right, we got one of the vessels. Enemy combatant vessel, there we go, perfect. Got him. And gave orders to attack. So we have Hydra rockets and Mark 77 in the Sydney areas. Got him. Perfect. There's two of our suspected vessels down now. No. Oh, oops. Our Neptune is RTB. Alright, well... That means I gotta get a Neptune up to... or somebody up to the north. So we'll launch a Bronco and have him head up north. And then this Bronco can just finish engaging their little patrol craft. No, I don't want you to RTB though. Cherry Deuce north. We'll give our patrol craft here intercept orders and just leave the Bronco to circle him to keep him in sight. But you can come up a little higher to do it and save some fuel. That is correct, Bird X-Men. I can show you. So if you open up the DB, in this case we'll click on the Bison. Well, let's find an aircraft that we know. Doesn't work for everything. Let's find... There's got to be a whiskey in here, so you click it. There you go. So click it once to select it, and then you click again, and it kind of refreshes the image. So the first click kind of selects it to download it, and the second click will refresh the DB page. Although it's kind of coming in a little clunky because I think because I'm streaming right now. It's not usually like this. Oh, we've got the other vessel. And he's way over there. Crap. That's not good. That's not good at all. Give our Bronco an intercept. Have him come down to 8,000 feet. Alright, now this... Oh, that's not the combat vessel, that's the escort for the other junk we just took out. Helps if you pay attention, Kushan. Alright, let's give orders there. And then set height to 8,000. And we'll just steer clear of their combat vessel. Not seeing anything else, though. Send him that direction. So we sunk 2 of our 4 targets, and no sign so far of 3 or 4. Yeah, he'd never make it to the north anyway. So you gotta get somebody up over here. Everybody go to flank speed. And head north. Alright, that should put us on a broad enough arc where we should, air quotes there, should detect that last transport coming from that direction. And our Bronco's going to take its sweet time getting up there. And no sign of the last one in the south either. So is everybody enjoying the release so far? I don't know if we're gonna find these last two. Let's go to. Oh, did we speed up? Oh, we're engaging the patrol craft. We, in theory, could engage that with machine guns on our Bronco. Well, looks like we killed their engines. And they're stopped. So that's going to be a dead enemy combat vessel. Now if we could just find where the other ones are. Quantum Kit, you cannot save the TAC view telemetry. At least not right now. I'm gonna go launch our last Bronco. Oh. Well, that sucks. This guy's already RTB. Darn. Okay, I'm going to assume that that means he's not gonna have very long on station either. Yeah, he's got another 5 minutes till he's bingo. He's not gonna really do as much good up here. Don't have any bases we can rebase to, can't do we? No. What I should have done is I should have just sent the Neptune to identify those two targets instead of hanging around for so long. Or sent the Neptune straight north or straight south. And then let the Broncos cover this one. Oh well, live and learn. No sign of where this one is. Yeah, radars are all on. That's why I'm not going into TAC view right now, is because I know those units would show up on TAC view. Well, just because I'm curious. As if we click on the Bronco, we'll try not to look too far here. Oh, so the Bronco doesn't have a model in TAC view. It just shows up as a flying saucer. What about our ships down here? So there's their patrol craft. And there's ours. There's our Swift class. And there's TAC view from a higher perspective. Plot course. He's not going to make it that far north anyway. Avard, you did just see TAC view. Let's spread out a little more. Not sure where these guys are at. Oh, you're looking for a TAC view manual. I don't think they have a TAC view manual that has command in it yet. If you're looking on how to set it up, if you go under game options, there's a TAC view tab, And all you have to do is path to where your TAC view EXE is. And then after that, all you have to do is click on go to view and 3D view, and it'll pop up. All right. In the interest of making the stream a little more interesting, where are these last two units at? Oh, they're way up north. I'm not even close. Alright, I'm not even close to where those vessels are at. So we can... It looks like I'm seeing them, but their labels aren't popping up for them. Oh, I'm popping up for that one. Alright, so we know that that's our target, but he's way north. I'm not even close. What about the one to the south? Alright, so he's to the east. Wow, I wasn't even close to where either one of these were. Let's turn a little bit here. Crypto, or you just disable TAC view in multiplayer, if there is going to be a multiplayer. Have you guys not destroyed that yet? Oh, you're out of ammo. Where's the last Bronco? No, he's just... Oh, there's... Alright. Alright, we'll just give our last Bronco orders to go sink fetch. 2 patrol craft and a South Vietnamese junk, and neither one of them have been. None of them have been able to sink this thing yet. Cheers, Starduck. Alright, where's this one to the north? Yes, I know I'm using TAC view to cheat, but you guys don't want to watch my ships just sail in circles. Let's make him head for more that way. He can head more that way. Doubt he's gonna catch up. Alright. Should put us close. Maybe. Really, guys? How hard is it to see? I guess we are firing at that thing with machine guns, so... Just have this guy stick around to... And then our last Bronco should be closing now. Or he was. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's RTB. Dimitri, if you're still around, I'm curious, is there going to be the option to have a hardcover version of the manual? Never send ships to do what an aircraft can do. Yeah, the manual that comes with the box edition is cut down a little bit. Alright. There we go. Finally got rid of that last vessel there. All these guys can just return back to base. And let's go back up to fire speed. Oh, he's in behind that. Oh, scenario has concluded. Oh, that was quick. So final score is 300. What did we lose? They lost 2 junks and a coastal patrol vessel. And I didn't lose anything. I expended a lot, though. Lots of machine gun ammo. About 80 hydro rockets, 2 incendiary bombs, some generic RPGs. And there's the new scoring graph. That's interesting. All right. Well, that's Operation Market Time. I think we got time for one more. Let's go play Task Force Normandy. Let's show off a little ground combat. Deadline for Saddam Hussein's withdrawal of Iraqi troops from Kuwait has expired. So we've got 2 flights of Apaches, a flight of MH-53s, another flight, an attack element of 2 AH-64s, and an MH-53, a couple logistics aircraft, CH-47s, and a search and rescue UH-60. Relevant friendly forces in AO for aardvarks, or EF-111s, so they're Ravens, not aardvarks, and some F-15Es for close air support. Designated units of the 101st Combat Aviation Brigade are tasked with destroying the Iraqi early warning radars in vicinity of waypoints India and Hotel no later than 0315 local in order to facilitate undetected penetration of Iraqi airspace by coalition fixed-wing aircraft. Green flight will depart Al Jaf Airport and proceed to area marked by RP FARP to FARP X-4. On arriving at Ford helicopter refueling point will be established. Blue flight will depart Al Jaf Airport and stage at FARP X-ray for duration of mission in order to provide rapid combat search and rescue. Red and white elements will make their way to waypoints India and Hotel, respectively. Navigate as appropriate to arrive no later than 0215 local while avoiding Iraqi radar detection. Okay. So let's go open the side briefing here real quick. So first tasking is to get green flight to the forward refueling point. So let's launch them. And you can see there's our friendly local forces. There's our Ravens. So we got 4.5 hours to go with our planned arrival of our attack elements in about an hour, a little over an hour now. Alright, so let's go ahead, get everybody up. So green's already taking off. Blue will take off right after the Sage 47s. And then red can go up, followed by white. Make sure they're launching as a group. All right, all our helicopters are ready for takeoff now. First flight. So this group needs to go to the forward armed refueling point. We'll have them stay low. There's red. So red's gonna head north. Okay. Actually have him hover over there for a minute. Have him wait for the rest of his flight to join up. What's this group? This is red. All right, so red team is now good to go. Plot course for Waypoint Hotel. Low altitude at cruise speed. Stick with 140 knots. There's blue. Blue needs to go to the refueling point. And then white team should be up here in a moment. Wow, Kaiwan, yeah, that's a lot of copies of TACView. Perfect, alright. So there's our support helicopter for white team. Yeah, it would be nice if you could save the telemetry for TACView to watch it later. It's not quite the same. The other thing you could do is use a screen recorder. Just waiting for our last group of Apaches to form up. I think one more Apache. Where is our last Apache? Oh, taxiing for takeoff. 15 seconds. Should have timed this a little better. Should have waited to launch the Apaches last. Alright, there's the last Apache. So both of these two flights proceed to Waypoint India at 140. Proceed there at 140 knots. All right, all of our helicopters are en route to their objectives. We can speed up now. You can see our Ravens have started jamming. With F4s, or not F4s, F-15Es waiting, just kind of hanging around waiting for their tasking. We don't have any, I don't think there's any special actions in here. Nope, there's not. Alright, we'll go fast speed there. Alright, now we slow it down a little. Don't want to rush it too much. Chinooks are almost to their objective. In theory, we shouldn't need that forward armed refueling point. Right, so yeah. There's 1, 2, 5, and then there's the fire speed. I don't know what speed fire actually equates to in the current command. Not sure if that's the 15-minute time compression. Alright. Red is almost to their waypoint. Blue is almost to their waypoint. And white's lagging a little behind. Lukash, there is no building mechanic. Crypto, I don't know what the reasoning behind the speed setting changes were. I imagine to probably make it more accessible. Or they probably thought, you know, after doing a poll that people only probably use 1, 2, and 5, and that the other settings probably weren't used that much. Eagle 6, this is green 1. Actual X-ray is a go. Alright. So there's our forward refueling point. Red team's just about on station. And what we'll do is rebase. No. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Wrong button. Select new home base. There. So his new assigned base is the refueling point. Eagle 6, this is red 3 on station, waypoint hotel. Transferring nav data to the attack birds. You should have coordinates on the attack map within 2 minutes. Alright, so that's our Eagle 6. This is Spark 4. Actual, be advised, the Iraqis have a paint on one of your birds. Their comms chatter is going crazy. We're jamming their high-frequency HF frequencies, but your boys might have hot reception down there. That's bad. Okay. So let's get these guys down to min altitude. Select the Apache flight now, min altitude. And we'll hold for a quick second here. Not that it's really going to matter. But in the instance of let's try and do this a little bit coordinated, we'll wait till white is on station. I want to select both of these groups and select new home base of the refueling point. And go into hover. Go into hover. They've got only 44 minutes left on the Apaches, so might as well go in and attack now. I thought I rebased these guys. Select new home base. Yeah, so they've only got 45 minutes left of flying time. Might as well go in for the attack now. And white's almost on station. Uh-oh, that wasn't good. That's a sand battery. But we're coming in at min altitude. Or we should be coming in at min altitude. Alright, what do we got? We got a couple sand batteries, some tents. But our objective is that radar. Missiles away. There we go. That's our objective. What else do we got down here that we can pick apart? Let's take out the AAA next. Actually, no. There's the AAA, and then you guys can just finish taking out the rest of the site now. Eagle 6, this is White 3 on station, transferring nav data to the attack grid, so White is on station now. AAA batteries over here. And while they're doing that, take out the mobile radar. Alright, what do you guys... How are you guys doing? You guys are closing in... Still picking apart with Hellfires. Not getting any Hellfire, though. Alright, out of Hydras. Still got 4 Hellfires left, though. Let's change their MCON. Engage with guns. Weapons. Air to ground. Yes. There we go. Now they should start engaging with guns now. Perfect. Finish taking out the rest of that site. We can leave the tent. RTB. They're good to head home now. How is the other group doing? They are closing. There's the radar. And you guys can now take out the rest of the site. Where do you guys think you're going? You guys have plenty of fuel. Alright, let's finish taking out the second radar site. So far, no AAA detected at this one, huh? There's the AAA. Take everything out. And this group can also now engage with guns. Alright, that's 2 Iraqi radar sites destroyed. And within about 15 minutes of our initialization time. Perfect. What's your fuel look like? Oh, you've got plenty of fuel. They are RTB. They're RTB. Red 3 can RTB. And then blue 1 can just land. It's not needed anymore. You know what I should have done? And I'm sorry, I should have actually gone into TAC view for that. Sorry, guys. That we'll just run it here at fire speed, let everybody land. Oh, that was really... Oh. It's because I'm running on super fast speed. Alright, so we have the time, so might as well launch everybody and have them return back to our other outpost. Or original base, I should say. Oh, no, select new home base. And RTB. Select a new home base. Select a new home base. And that'll probably finish up this scenario. I don't believe there is armor and pen values, Captain Darwin. Just run these guys till they get home. And they've all landed. Connect 313, you have your subs underwater in TAC view? I was in TAC view last night on my stream, and they looked like they were on the surface. Alright, so we got a Triumph victory, 715 points. We expended 60 Hellfires, 133 Hydro Rockets, and some 30mm M230 bursts. Destroyed our 2 Spoon Rest radars. A couple of ZSU-23-4s. Some vehicles, some diesel tanks, some buildings, or some tents, really. 3 SA-14 man-pads, some SA-7 man-pads, and a generator. Not too bad. All for no losses. That was perfect. Well, that is good to know. Maybe I just looked wrong on the stream last night. I could have swore that subs were underwater. And oh, start tapping in Saturn and set the map to underwater. Oh, okay. Thanks, Connect 313. I've only messed around with TACView a little bit. And a couple of the air-to-air scenarios I've been doing. But I think with that, I think that's going to bring us to the end of this morning's stream. We'll be back here at 4 p.m. Pacific, and which I think is 7 p.m. Eastern, and I don't know off the top of my head what time Eastern that is, or GMT that is off the top of my head. Sorry, it's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and 12 p.m. GMT. I can't talk. I need to go get some food. Hope you all enjoyed this first release day stream. And with that, guys, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.